Hey guys, what's going on? It's NumbNexus here, bringing you guys some PS Live. I kind of want to apologize about the stream that I was doing earlier today at like 7 o'clock. My friends are being really weird and it wasn't really helping because I was having a lot of problems with Wirecast. Really, it's a garbage, it's a piece of crap. I might just use Twitch, even though Twitch did work smoothly last time when I tested it on a separate channel, so I might do that, but I apologize again for the unnecessary actions that happened over live stream. None of that was absolutely serious, okay, because like a lot of people couldn't hear my voice and then my friends are being dicks, but none of that absolutely mattered. Like, we were not even being serious, they were all just being really weird, so I hope none of you took that to offense. So instead of doing a stream, I just thought I could bring some live, because, you know, I've been laddering pretty high in RU, and I actually think I've gotten back up, and I'm at number 23. So I'm trying to hit number 1 again, and it doesn't seem like it's going to be easy, because this time, they're like in the 2,000 ranges, so. And I kind of have like a stuffy nose. It's just allergies, really, I'm not sick, so let's just get it going. He's definitely going to lead off with his as a Steelix or Excelgor. Either way, I know that if he does lead off with Excelgor, I can lead off with Amoonguss. And he's just going to set up rocks, so I'll lead off with Amoonguss. Hopefully he leads out with Excelgor, but he makes a very odd lead with Lapras, and I can't take a single hit from Lapras. So I'm actually going to go out into my Slowking here. He sets up a D-Dance with a physical Lapras. I haven't seen that in ages. So I'm just going to go for a Grass Knot. He probably thinks I'm going to go for the Toxic, but he doesn't know that I am a spec Slowking. So I'm going to stay in and go for the Grass Knot because he just goes for the return. It's not even going to kill. I could have switched out, but, you know, I didn't. So, and he's going to die off to that Grass Knot, so he's going to send out his Excelgor here. I don't have anything to take Excelgor's hits besides Cryogonal, which is a great counter to it. As you can see, that did like 30%, so he's Life Orbed. Specs would have done a little bit more, but no. So now I'm thinking he probably wants to go out to his Emboar, because really I can't touch it, so I'll just go for the Toxic. Because what else can I really do? As he goes out to his Steelix, which was an amazing play. I did not see that whatsoever, and I don't have much for Steelix, because Stone Edge can actually do a lot to Slowking. So he goes for the Stealth Rocks, that's fine, I can Rapid Spin him away once he's gone. And I can just go for the Safe Surf. I'm not even going to overpredict, as that brings him down to his 30. As he goes for the Roar, which is amazing actually, because I can just Extreme Speed this. Though I don't think Rotom is a Ghost type, but I'm not going to take any chances. So I'll just go for the safe Flare Blitz, just in case if he were to come out into that. I didn't lose too much recoil, so it's fine. And now I'm thinking he wants to come back out into Excelgor, just, you know, as Death Fodder. But he comes out to Rotom, so he definitely is Scarf, just a way better than. And I know I can OHKO him from prior experience. And it's a dead Rotom. So now I'm thinking he wants to come out to Emboar, just to resist my hits a little bit, which he does, so I can go out to my Druddigon here. Bank any hit that he wants to go for, because I have a custom set here, which I constantly brag about, but never made a really custom set about. So he's going to take so much damage from there. He took a Recoil, Rough-Skin, and Rocky Helmet. Another one will be able to kill me, but I do get the feeling that he is Expert Belted and not locked in. So I do want to set up the Stealth Rocks, just in case, because Excelgor can be a pain sometimes, as he just comes back straight out into Excelgor, predicting me to go for Rocks, so I kind of want to keep this guy a little bit more around just to wait and see, so his Emboar can basically die off. So he goes for the Bug Buzz, and that's doing a lot of damage actually, and I'm not too proud of it. So what I'm really going to do here is just go for the safe Ice Beam, as he goes for the HP Fire, I think, and that nearly took me out. I get the Freeze, oh my lord. I'm thinking that did kind of matter in a way, because he would have been able to beat me. So, not beat me, but he would have been able to beat my Cryogonal alone with this guy. So, really unfortunate, but hack is hack. It's part of the game. You can't control it whatsoever. There's no such thing as a hack, Scott, so I'm pretty sure he's going to come out here into a Lilligant and probably force out the switch so you can set up a free Quiver Dance. But I'm not going to do that, so I'm just going to stay in and go for the Ice Beam, hoping that he does go for Quiver. But he makes a safe play and goes for HP Rock. So his Life Orb, he definitely carries Quiver. What Lilligant doesn't carry Quiver? I can pretty much clean up here with Entei. If I lock myself into Stone Edge, I can kill off this Lilligant plus the Embor, but I'd rather just Flare Blitz everything. So he misses a Sleep Powder, so that does prove that he's max speed instead of modest Quiver. So he does outspeed me max speed. Lilligant does outspeed max speed Adam and Entei. And hoping he's not Scarfed. Actually, I'm not even going to take that chance, but I'm just going to go for the Flare Blitz anyway. And that does end up OHKOing him, so that pretty much just leaves the match in my win, and I went up to 1878. So not too bad, not too bad. It wasn't really a great match. He was just basically playing very, very obvious. Very obvious. So I'm trying to do this not too long. I don't want to do something long because I'm kind of tired from a long day today. And a lot of weird stuff just happened right now. I'm not going to get too personal about it, but a lot of weird stuff just happened right now. So, narrating and battling kind of chills me out. So, until we find a match, I'll be back shortly. Or never mind, I found a match. But, it's a very obnoxious team. Any team really with Clefable and Smeargle and Spiritomb. All these three pretty much in one team is just a pain. Entei really doesn't pose a threat. Neither does Electivire. I mean, maybe if he has the Ice Punch, that could be annoying, but that's it. Clefable's annoying because I need to get a safe switch into Medicham, and it's not easy with Spiritomb around. So basically, he baits out fight moves and then just comes to Spiritomb and sweeps it. Sleep Talk, Calm Mind, Sub, all of that. So Quiver Dance and Lilligant and Spiritomb are pretty much the most obnoxious things on his team. I'd have to say the normal types too, they're just going to be annoying. So possible lead. Definitely leading off with is Smeargle because it just looks like the only thing you could lead off with. So I'm just going to go for an Extreme Speed straight off the bat. And that doesn't kill him because he's got the Sash. And he goes for Spore. Really, I do wish he would have outsped me because I have the Sleep Talk. But now I'm just going to come out here into my Medicham. I don't really know why I have Fake Out on it. I didn't mean to have Fake Out on it, but I do. And he doesn't seem to be a baton passer. He seems to be support. So he's definitely going to switch out here into his Spiritomb because it's a little bit obvious. But I'd rather just make the Ice Punch and just Elko him. Just in case if he can get annoying. So he decides to leave it in, knowing that I possibly could have someone that sets up rocks. And he comes out to his Entei here, which really does not pose a threat, as I said earlier. If he wants to go for the Flare Blitz, he basically is going to take a lot of damage from this. And I resisted pretty well, so recoil doesn't do too much. Rough Skin Rocky Helmet brings him to bat down 70% with the lefties, so I can set up my own rocks now. Just to get him out of the way and to to wither down Lilligant, because I know those guys like to switch in and out a lot when people like to bait moves. But he comes out to his Clefable, probably the biggest threat. I want this thing paralyzed because I know it's offensive. Because nobody runs the wall Clefable anymore these days. As he does seem to have the icing, very unfortunate because I need to spin these rocks away as soon as possible because I need him for round for Entei. So since he is a special attacker, I can take his hits for days with Kraganol and pretty much just call it GG. But I'm pretty sure he's just going to go for the safe ice theme again, which he does. Doesn't seem to overpredict. What's amazing, this guy can get Life Orb and it won't even do damage. That's pretty cool. I'm trying to bait out the Rapid Spin, so I'm going to go for the Toxic actually. And he does come out into his Spiritomb, which is great because I predict that very well. And I know these guys are relatively bulky, but they're not bulky in the special wise, mainly physical wise, so I kind of need this guy around, but then he can't touch me if he's physical. And with that damage, he definitely is a physical wall. So, seems to be the normal Sleep Talking subkind, so I'm just going to consecutively go for Ice Beams, really, because if Entei comes in, it's GG and stuff. And he does carry the Pain Split, which is highly obnoxious because my HP is going down by the drain, so he seems to have Will-O-Wisp, Pain Split, and I'm thinking the last move is like Calm Mind and Dark Pulse, and that's why not. Sorry about that, but that's why I don't want to go out into my Slowking, but he seems to have the Sucker Punch, which is very, very annoying. I don't find anything more annoying than that. So I want to go out to Medicham, and then I don't, but I don't think he can kill me. So we'll go out to Medicham and just go for a safe Ice Punch. Hopefully Sucker Punch doesn't do enough damage to KO me. I don't think he can kill me. He doesn't seem to have any attack EVs from where he's at, and that does a lot of damage actually, 40%. But I do end up KOing him, so basically his Entei is out of the way now. I can freely high jump kick, and all I need to do is just get rid of everything on his team's high jump kick. So as he brings in this guy, Wild Charge is kind of obvious, but I might as well leave him my Dredagon as Death Fodder, because, you know, I can't really, I can't take rocks. So he goes for the EQ, which is a good play, and since he did that, I'm thinking he's locked in, but I'm not sure. I'm really not sure, and I don't think Electivire can outspeed Entei unless he's like max speed, which most are, so I'll just come straight back out as my Medicham. Pretty much just spam high jump kick unless he's scarfed, but it's really rare to find a scarfed Electivire, and he does seem to be scarfed. So he's locked into that, and now Lilligant has basically become the #1 threat. So I'm not even going to play around, I'm not even going to go for Surf, I'm just going to straight off go for the Psyshock, hoping he comes out Lilligant, and he does. So basically, the biggest threat on his team is dead. So I'm pretty chill now. I know he's got the T-Bolt, but I think he's Specs. I get the feeling he is, but then again, he's just, mixed attacker. So he basically dies off to a Psyshock from Slowking, and really nothing on his team poses a threat. So it's Entei, not really too scary. I can leave in my Slowking to die. He did work, and that's chill. He's got the lefties, so he really is not a problem at all. And I'm just gonna come out here into my own Entei and just go for the Sleep Talk, and hopefully I get like the extreme speed of Stone Edge or something that will kill him from that range. But he seems to outspeed me, because most Enteis these days are indeed the max speed, but I'm not max speed. So hopefully he does not have Flamethrower, or else he could possibly win, and I rarely ever lose in RU. So I'm thinking he has Ice Punch over the Flamethrower, so I'm going to go for Spore. I do live, he does not get to freeze. For some reason he doesn't run Vital Spear, he runs Motor Drive instead. And a 2 KO from Sludge Bomb should be the outcome. But it seems to be a 3 KO now, because I know he's going to live with a Sliver. Which is very unfortunate, because I hate these things. Pretty much everybody hates Electivire. I didn't know why, but now I see why, because they are just annoying to look at. So, yeah, he's pretty much dead unless he wakes up last turn, hits me with an Ice Punch, doesn't even kill, taking it like a monster, and he's dead. So that was a really, really close match. I do enjoy when people say GG or good luck, because they're kind enough to actually take the time to type out for you. So what I want to do is change something here quick. I want to actually change my... Oh, someone ended a call there, but I actually wanted to change my Amoonguss to Black Sludge. I'll be back shortly. Alright, so I'm back. I'm just gonna do, I'd say, 2 more matches, I think. Just because, as I said, I want to make it short, a little bit under 15 minutes, but hopefully we don't get too ahead of ourselves. I'm actually going to make it the last round because, lazy, tired, and all of that. So, alright, sorry about that. I have to find a match because no one just ever really plays RU lately. So I found a match, and he does seem to have some very obnoxious pokes. He's got a lot of big pokes, so they definitely are not going to get 2 KO'd. So definitely his lead is most likely going to be Hariyama. I get that feeling. So I'm going to lead up from the Medicham, basically because it just sweep through his entire team. He's going to fake out, so fake out is pretty obvious. I'll just go for the Psycho Cut, because why not? As he does go for the fake out, doesn't even matter. He's Guts, like I said, and Bullet Punch won't do much to me, to the point where it's going to make me worry. So I'm just going to go for the Zen Headbutt. Not the Zen Headbutt, but the Psycho Cut. And hopefully this will OHKO him, which I'm pretty confident that it's going to OHKO him, because for most Hariyamas that I battle, it's actually OHKO'd them. So until he makes a move, I don't think he's going to make a move anytime too soon. So I'll be back when he makes a move. Alright, so I'm back finally after a good long time. It was like 10 minutes, not even 10 minutes, but it was like 5 minutes, to the point where I just set up the timer. So that got his attention. He made a good switch going out to Slowking, though if I would have gone for high jump kick, would have been a solid 3 KO. So I'm going to go out to my own Slowking, just because he's defensive. I know he is. As he goes for the T-Wave, so he definitely is defensive. Hopefully he does not see what I'm doing. Most don't carry Grass Knot. So hopefully he doesn't go out to like Tangrowth or something, but I doubt it. Because he's most likely predicting Toxic, since most Slowkings these days are rarely ever offensive. It's like 5% offensive, and the rest are especially defensive. So really, this guy is just loving to take his time, honestly. Alright, so he finally made a move. This guy really doesn't know what he's doing. He came out to talk Crawdon predicting Psychic for some reason, or like some sort of Psychic move. And I'm not too sure why he did that, but he just leaves, which is good because he was really starting to get annoying. So I don't want to leave you guys with just like a guy who leaves. So I'm actually going to try and find a match. When I find, I'll be back shortly. Alright, so I'm back with a match against a guy called Daddy Scraps. Relatively bulky team. I mean, Poliwrath can be offensive if he wants to be, but it's bulky. The only threat, really, is the Scyther, because Scyther is proven to be one of the biggest threats in RU. Most people consider why he's even still RU, because Eviolite can take hits, and Swordsdance can, like, wreck. But the only reason is because he's times 4 weak to rock. You might ask why with Volcarona, but Volcarona's typing makes it, you know, a lot better with the coverage. So he's gonna lead off with his, you know, it's his Sand Slash, because it's really obvious. But he decides to lead off with Scyther right off the bat. So leading off with a threat, this guy definitely wants to go hard or go home. So he's most likely gonna come back out into his Mesprit, as he does do that. And judging from that, he's definitely bulky. So I'm just gonna go for the Glare. As he goes for the Ice Beam, what? I forgot this guy had the Ice Beam, so definitely I needed him, definitely, and I need to kill off this Mesprit now, so I'm gonna go for the Psyshock predicting Poliwrath, but apparently I know nothing of offensive Mesprit, and it can learn all these generic moves. So that was really, really stupid. I basically just paralyzed it, and he's a calm mindset. So pretty much this guy definitely is trying to like go hard or go home. All I can basically do is just stall him out, and hopefully he does not get the special defense drop, I'm hoping. But I know one of these days he will. All I'm gonna do here is just stall it out, because it's way too dangerous and way too risky to be messing around with this threat. And I feel like he's just about to switch out the Scyther, which is great, and there's a big threat gone. So that was very great on my part. I just killed off a big person he needed on his team as he did to mine. So now the score is GG. I don't have much to take a hit from Entei, so, but literally my own Entei. So the question is, do I need this guy? And I do, for Poliwrath and Mesprit and Dusknoir, so I might. I know he's gonna go for the Stone Edge, but let's just see what happens. As he just goes for the safe Flare Blitz. Okay, good. With that damage, he definitely is banded. And I'm gonna go for the Stone Edge, because, you know, he's done. As he just comes out to his own Sand Slash, which is a good play. I can go out to my Slowking now, basically, to, because I know he's gonna go for Stealth Rock, so I can just go for the Psyshock now, because I feel like he's gonna just straight out go for his Poliwrath, and I don't want to mess around with that thing. But he brings out his Mesprit as Death Fodder, so hopefully he was banking on that paralysis, but you know. So he brings out his Dusknoir. I feel like he's just gonna go for the EQ, but hopefully he doesn't. And he just goes for a Substitute. So that's definitely a pain in the ass. He's pretty much just trying to wear down my Entei, and I don't want to deal with that. As he goes for the Seismic Toss and kills me off, so really, this thing has become a massive threat now, really. I can deal with the rest of his team, but this. So hopefully he doesn't go out to his Poliwrath anytime soon, because I don't think Poliwrath gets Water Absorb. I really, really hope he doesn't, but I feel like he does at the same time. So I actually kind of want him to go out to his Poliwrath, but he doesn't. He just leaves this guy in. And Shadow Sneak only does around 30%, so it won't kill unless he somehow scores a Mega Crit. But way he brought it in, he definitely has Water Absorb. So that's good, because now I can send out my Amoonguss as he just goes for a sub. Really, I don't understand this guy with subs, man. It's obnoxious. I want to put something to sleep. Hopefully he's not like Belly Drum. If he is, I'm done. But he's Circle Throw. That's amazing, because I'm not even scared of that, please. I'm just gonna go for the Psycho Cut, not because that Dusknoir is a threat. You know, I want it out of the way. And it's dead. So really, I can just Hydro Kick everything else. I'm pretty safe. Came with a great comeback. Pretty proud of myself on that. He comes out to Entei here. My own Entei is dead, and I need this guy. And I don't really need this guy, so I can leave it in his Death Fighter Stone, which is pretty obvious, but he goes for the Flare Blitz. Okay. He seems to not really mind it, but he seems pretty confident with it. So I'm actually going to go for the Psyshock over the Surf, because he's not going to stand and go for Flare Blitz. But he does, and if I get the Para, I'm done. Thank you. I did not get the Para. Now my throat is like predicted. Yeah, right. I hate people like this, because it didn't even matter. So he brings out Sand Slash, and I can just come out to Amoonguss. And he said, yes, it did. Ha ha. Okay. But I just come out here into my Amoonguss, because, you know, I can do that. And I know this guy is probably going to be, like, arrogant now. Max HP, max defense, Rocky Helmet. Moron. Okay. I'm not really supposed to know that, and I didn't see Rocky Helmet, so that makes sense, I guess. Because Rocky Helmet definitely lets you live a physical move like that. But, you know, nonetheless, I can just go for Gigas now. Pretty chill with that. And I pretty much just have this match. We just have a very mad guy. He depended on a defensive Entei, and he just quit. He got to the point where he was so mad, he quit. So I got to 1890 from here and 1892 from there, so I'll get to 1900 next time, because I'm going to start doing this little series where I just ladder to the top. I know you see a lot of people doing it, so it's not original, but, you know, I like doing it. So, again, I apologize for anything that happened on the stream. Until the next guys, see you.